Hello, checking in with Hilary Mantel for tracks number 12. I got that wrong in the last one. It's track number 12, which is a diary, which is her recollection of her childhood, of her mother meeting the man who would become, I guess, her stepfather, John Mantell, which definitely shows a young Hilary Mantel obsessed with language, of religion, Methodists, methodical, primitive Methodists, all that sort of stuff. So that was kind of interesting. Um, we get one on saints, female saints, Christian saints. John Paul II cranking out lots of saints, and her going into particular female saints, and you get the kind of the idea of the frustrated female body, um, maybe just under the horrible pressures of the times, and kind of exploding out, and mortification, and abusing themselves, being abused, um, talking about holy anorexia, how anorexia was been around a lot, far earlier in human history than the fashion industry, and the holy anorexia, which people claim is completely different from the modern anorexia, though seems to basically be the same sort of things of kind of control, of pride, of things like that. Just the idea of these saints, it's like, are they mentally ill? Are they spiritually charged? Are they kind of both at the same time? I mean, as an atheist, it's like, can't really go heavily more on the kind of like, a lot of these manifestations of bodily pains and stuff like that seem to come from, emotional, you know emotional mental problems, and stuff like that. So that was interesting. It's back again with Hilary Mantel and the fascination with the body. Um, we get a section on Robespierre, who seems to be one of these figures of very kind of a fervent, idealistic, maybe so pure that he ends up getting it's his downfall, and uncompromising. His mistake being he says he's gonna go after people, but he doesn't actually say who he's gonna go after to kind of moderate things. Thus, they all unite together to get him. Kind of reminding me actually of very much of her of Cromwell, of these really kind of unlikable, but principled dudes. Um, you know, both kind of cast as villains of history, both Robespierre and Cromwell. And obviously, I'm far more familiar with her work as with Thomas Cromwell, but in A Place or Grade of Safety, I believe Robespierre is one of these characters who will appear. So that was fascinating in itself. Yeah, I think those are the three sections this time that we went through. It's this is far more for me. It's kind of like some of the sections is just like, well, I'm not as fascinated in Christian saints, and though all the kind of the bizarre, kind of horrible mortifications of the body. It's like, I guess that's the ghoulish kind of watching, enumerating what horrible things that they did to their own bodies, is interesting. Just how unlikable these saints are. Like, people just like either embarrassed by them, or just kind of the politics of the time of this saint, where it's just like, oh, we're trying to be much more rational at the moment, and you're just being kind of all crazy, and oh, the devil appeared to me, and just like, we want to. The church itself was much more trying to discredit or quiet her than was the secular people, who are quite delight to have this, what they would consider kind of a crazy woman, making the church look bad, I guess. So yeah, that's Hilary Mantel's Mantle Pieces. Very much a good kind of portrait of her mental geography again, I would say. Yeah, Robespierre kind of clicking in very much with me with Cromwell. Yeah, and just kind of the interesting kind of language play as a child that Hilary Mantel had. So you kind of get the young author at work, trying to make sense of the world, trying to catch hold of the world with her words. It's just interesting stuff. All right, more videos later.